movement? Like, do you see a movement going on?
There's definitely a movement happening. It's not just here, it's worldwide. And in a way, like I said, it's a renaissance. It used to exist before refrigeration. That's how people ate. And people had more time to prepare their food. People had more time to grow their own food or to catch their own food, and they were much more involved with the production or with the people that they purchased it from. There was more of a direct relationship. And I don't disrespect the stores or the distributors, but from the consumer's point of view, so many people now are aware that getting it directly from the producer is the way to go. And there is a whole international movement called the Slow Foods movement that really embodies that and incorporates those ideas of using heirloom varieties of not only produce but of animals as well, and sourcing things directly from the producers, and it just gives you a fuller experience, culinary experience.
What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Justin West and I'm from Restaurant Julienne.
And how often do you pick up from Earthbrine Farms?
I pick up from Earthbrine Farms every Tuesday and Saturday.
And what do you do if you need something special from them?
From time to time, if I miss purchase on Tuesdays and Saturdays, I have been known to get a hold of BD directly and either drive over to Ojai or meet him in Carpinteria, depending.
Why do you like to buy organic?
We buy organic at Julienne because it tastes better and because we appreciate the relationship that has been developed, farmer to restaurant.
How has the farmers market affected the community, the Santa Barbara community, and the restaurants here?
I don't think I've lived in Santa Barbara long enough to answer that question. I've only lived here for 5 years, and I think that the local food movement was well underway when I moved here, but we are happy to be a part of it.
How do you feel about that whole movement? Your general comments on it?
How do I feel about the local food movement? I feel like it's super important, and I feel like we're really lucky to live here in Santa Barbara, where we're kind of on the forefront for the country. I feel like we definitely have access to some of the nicest produce around. I don't know how I'd run my restaurant without all these farms. That's for sure. This is where the magic starts.
Wonderful.
As I say, we opened this restaurant in 1982, and in about 1983, BD came through the back door, and he'd been living out in Isla Vista and farming on a very small scale, as I understand it, just for his own consumption, and he had a little extra, and so I was able to buy his little extra, and that's how we started. And I know that he's gone on and expanded his farm hugely, and we're still here, and we're still buying from BD and a few other farmers too, but he's one of my principal suppliers.
Why do you think it's important to shop at the farmers market and having the food that you serve here grow so closely to you?
Oh, did you ever go shopping at the farmers market and then go to Vaughn's? Easy. It's the quality of the produce that you can find, the freshness of the produce that you can find, the variety, and the care that goes into producing it. Huge factors. So, it's freshness, it's flavor. It's just a much better product. It really is. And most of it is organically grown from the market. I think with BD it's probably 100% organic. And you've met the man. He's dedicated. He makes you want to cry with how dedicated he is to producing the very best vegetables, herbs, whatever that he can.